Okay, so these are going to be shuffled from my Starseed Oracle deck. And pretty much, if you're new to spirituality or you've discovered that you're a starseed and you're trying to figure out, what's going to come from... Damn, cards flying all over the place. What's going to come from this? How you're going to be able to, where you're starting at, where you're at right now. So I'm going to do that. I am actually going to try and get everything here. So I'm actually going to do piles. And what I'm going to do is shuffle on camera. And then we are going to turn around and put stones on top of these. Just for anyone who's curious about my shuffling process, I let the cards fucking fly out. We curse here too. I let the cards fly out because I kind of feel like what's meant to come out will come out. So... Spirit guides, if you're there, which I know you are because we've made like 20 videos today, can you please show me what pile 1 needs to know? Okay, that was a good one. There's 2 there. Ha! Okay. Are we just going to do 2 cards? Or as many that fly out for each pile? As many that fly out for each pile. Alright. Okay. Are those all for pile 1? Yes, okay. Cool. Pile 2. Dang. Y'all are on it today. Pile 2. So, when I shuffle, tons of people come through, which is why the cards kind of fly out like that. There's a lot to be said. And a lot of information to jam pack. Okay, pile 3. It's a lot, guys. I use my throat chakra a lot. Okay. Especially if there's something that you all really need to hear. There is a booklet, but I don't think I'll be reading from the booklet. I think I'll just be, I think I will just let the, those who have guided me to these cards to give me the messages intuitively. So here's what we've got. Pile 1, okay, if my wand would start moving. Pile 1, we've got the lapis. Pile 2, we've got the amethyst. And pile 3, we've got the wand. All right, so I'm just gonna get started. Pile 1, what do we have here? Okay, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. A lot of you could have started receiving or noticing that you had gifts at a young age. Some of you may have even gotten to a point where you had to figure out how to kind of shut them off, or someone kind of told you that what was happening wasn't really happening. You're a little delusional. That's not real. You're not seeing that. That's not happening. And you may have said or done something and they're like, oh shit. Wait a minute, this may just be real. Let's just shut that down real quick. We don't want that here. We don't do that here. We're going to shut that down. So, if that sounds accurate, keep watching. Ooh, karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. When I see this card with the golden children's card, I think parents. I think your one or more parent or family member could have been karmic. Could be karmic. Anytime you guys are together, it's not good. You're not growing. It could be huge conflict, especially surrounding your gifts, or just this denial that they even exist. Please remember that karmic partners don't have to just be relationships. They don't have to be romantic relationships. They can be your friends. They can even be your family members. And sometimes it's okay to just be like, unfortunately, this relationship is hindering my growth and I need to do something else. I'm so sorry, but I can't do it. It's okay to be selfish, even when it comes to your family. And I tell people that all the time. I have no problem telling my family they can just, hitchhike down the street away from me. When it comes to my spiritual growth, I don't play, especially not when it comes to karmic relationships. They're supposed to teach you lessons, but you're not supposed to hold on to them. And if the lesson here is learning to embrace yourself because as a child you were told no, or that it's inappropriate, or that you shouldn't do it, you need to be comfortable within yourself and your decisions and decide whether or not that particular relationship has, taught you the lesson it was supposed to teach you. Because I'm feeling like whatever this relationship is, it's time to let go. Some space is needed. But like I said, I feel like it's family, so that can be difficult. I understand. I definitely understand. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. You know your truth. And wow, I'm looking at the rest of these cards. Don't rush the process. You may have had to hinder your abilities, and now you're growing into them all over again, and maybe even learning some new ones. Don't rush the process. You have time. No one really wants to hear this, but you have this whole lifetime and other lifetimes to really figure it out, if you believe in that. Which is funny, because the next card is Lost Lands, Soul Memories, and Gifts. You've done this before. Hi. Hello. Congratulations. You have done this before. And it's just so funny to me because I have done this before many times over. So welcome, welcome. If you feel drawn to me or connected to me, please message me. Please, let's talk. Let's chat. We can do this together. It's okay. It's a lot. I understand. But like I was saying earlier, it has a lot to do with you coming into contact with abilities that you used to have when you were younger and probably, disconnected and dissociated from. But it's okay. You have time to get back there. You have time to regain these memories and these gifts. Really meditate on them. Whoever it is that guides you or who you work with, ask them for help. And if you don't know where to start, you can ask me for help. I have no problem helping you figure out where it is you need to start. I've been told, apparently, that I'm an activator. So there's been a few people who I've talked to about spirituality, and it just clicked for them. And they had all of these aha moments that kind of lined up in their life perfectly. And I mean, a lot of them practice tarot. A lot of them do crystal work. A lot of them are really, really, really focused on healing people now. And it's a really amazing thing. So if you need to talk, I'm here for you. For sure. You're not alone. The 7 Star Sisters. Birth and Creations. Tapestry of Life. Expression. Coming back into your own. Figuring out who you are. Giving birth to a brand new you. You're going to come to this pivotal moment where you're not going to want to hide who you are anymore, especially for those involved in that karmic relationship that's related to maybe childhood trauma or just you having to hinder who you are to make someone else happy. It's not going to last. It's really not. It's not going to last. It may feel like it's taking a long time. You may be in a toxic environment. You may not know what to do. It's not going to last. You're going to really grow and come into your own. And I'm seeing light. I'm seeing like a being who walks around who's like beaming light. Not on purpose or anything. That's just how you are. You're angelic. You're like this little baby earth angel. People flock to you and you have no clue why. They love your advice. They want to talk to you. They want to hold on to you. They want to be close to you. This is why. You're growing and you're coming into your own and you're becoming who you're supposed to be. You're coming into alignment with the person you're supposed to be so that you can do the tasks that you're supposed to do while you're here, which is likely healing people. Oh my goodness. And then the last card that you have is Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. Yes, which is funny, which is why I mentioned crystal work. Some of you may want to use crystals to help you stay grounded and get aligned. I'm hearing some of you are really into nature and water. A good one, if you're into nature, is to take your shoes off and kind of, if you can, envision all of the toxins and the negativity around you and you know, clunking up your aura. Just release it back into the earth, you know, and just really let it go. And then for those of you who are like me, who are really attracted to water, you can take a spiritual bath. That's what I call it. I put some oils in the bath and I really just completely submerge myself when I sit there for an hour. Sometimes I'll listen to grounding meditation music. Sometimes, you know, I'll watch something on Netflix, or you know, I watch something that really makes my heart feel happy and filled with love, and I'll just do that for like an hour or two, and I'll feel so good when I come out, because it's like I took this moment to really just be with myself and accept myself and remind myself, hey, I'm gorgeous. I am amazing. I was sent here to heal people, and that means that I have to work on healing myself as well, pouring some of that energy back into me so that I can really just be this beautiful, loving being. I apologize. I'm getting this vision of like E.T. It's like not from here, but because I'm here, I now have to make the most of the situation. It's like, I really don't want to be here and I feel so out of place, but whatever, I'll do it anyway. But in the end, he gets to go home, and this may not feel like home for you right now, but you'll find your tribe, and you'll get to that point where you're like, oh my gosh, I can take this mask off. I'm home. I'm with my people. Yes, Pile 1, I'm so excited for you. This journey is going to be so amazing. Difficult. Very, very, very difficult, but amazing. And you're going to be so happy once it's all said and done, because I know that the process can be draining and almost make you want to lose doubt and feel like there's nothing more you can do, you know? But you have to trust in the process and in the timing of it all. What happens, you know, to you and for you, you'll have that pivotal aha moment. Or maybe you've already had it and you're just like, where am I going next? Well, now you know. You're on the road to meeting your tribe, your soul family, the people who will get you like no one else will. Pile 2, you guys had a lot fly out. Pile 1, they had a lot. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Whatever situation you're going through right now, whatever ascension process you're going through right now, it calls for trust. Trusting your intuition. Really, really, really trusting into your intuition. Going within and figuring out what more you can do to help yourself grow. I'm also hearing pay attention to the people around you. There might be some people who your intuition's been inkling about, but if you're not aligned with yourself or grounded, it might be difficult. You might be like, oh, well, am I being paranoid, or is my intuition telling me something? I promise you, your intuition is telling you something. Pay attention. I'm hearing music. Pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to the music that plays when you're with them. This could either be a message from your guides or they themselves showing you their true intentions towards you through the type of music that they play. That's wild. I'm learning to do this as well. So we all have to start somewhere, you know? I mean, in terms of growth. Your intuition gets a little stronger and you're going, well, am I paranoid? Is it my intuition? Am I paranoid? Is it my it's your intuition. Just pay attention to the signs. The blue flame Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. I find this to be funny, as I was just talking about an ascension process. Pay attention to what's happening around you, please. I apologize. There's so much energy here in the room. I get easily distracted. Yeah. Also, in terms of this activation, you might be someone who's activating people around you unknowingly. And those people may be like, oh, well, you're so spiritual, can you teach me? And then those same people, I don't want to call them shifty, but then it's like they try to copy your whole spiritual process. Like, oh, well, these are my natural abilities and these are what I use to help enhance them. Oh, well, those are mine too. Well, those are mine too. I think I'll just try that. It's like, no, you have to be your own person. It's not that they don't get that. They just don't want to do that. Like, why do that when they could just be you? You're it. You're what's poppin'. They want to be just like you. Watch those people. Watch them, please. Whale and orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. You need to find some people who really, really, really get you. Your soul family. The more you do to be out there, the more you'll attract the people who are supposed to be in your soul family. With this share your song, I think it means more, not necessarily sharing your energy, but showing people who you are in terms of spirituality. You want other people to hear you. And when they hear you, they can say, hey, I know you. My soul recognizes your soul. Where have you been? Where have you been? We've been looking for you. You know? I love this for you. I love this for you. I love this for you. Wow, there's really nothing more I can say other than I love this for you. You're going through an ascension process. And soon enough, with, meeting the right people, you'll come into contact with your soul family. A lot of people coming into contact with their soul families, I feel like it has to do with, like, the shift with the collective, There's a lot going on with people needing to be with their divine counterparts and having babies so more starseeds can get here to help raise the general vibration of the collective all around the world. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with, also finding your soul tribe, your starseed family, those people who just really get you, who really vibe on the same frequency as you. There's a reason for this. You may start projects together or just really work in tandem to help heal people, It's a beautiful thing. And then for pile 3 with the wand. I still have no clue what this is, but I love it. Okay, what do we have? You have a lot of cards as well. Double mission. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. You know what's funny? All 3 of these piles are connected. It seems like pile 1 was about more of the general awakening and being yourself. Pile 2 was more so about being your genuine, authentic self once you find out who you are. Letting other people hear you so that you can find your soul tribe. And then it seems like pile 3 is about, well, okay, you found your soul tribe. You found your starseed collective. The people that the soul that recognizes, each other's souls. And it's like, well, now I'm here to tell you what it is you're supposed to do. This is great. Double mission. You are here to heal people. A lot of you are here to heal people, of course, but otherwise you wouldn't be here. But it's like, in what ways? I understand. Oh, these are beautiful. Okay, I've had this deck for like a month, and some of these cards I just haven't seen yet. Like, I haven't pulled them. These are beautiful. Okay. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. As you become more aligned with your purpose for being here and the things you're supposed to do, there will be new beginnings. I'm seeing beginnings with people who your soul recognizes, who they really trust, business endeavors. A lot of people are getting deeper and deeper into spirituality, and with that, some people are starting to have their own practices, and a lot of people are wanting to do them as a group, as a collective. You know, shared progress. I get that. I'm getting all of these visuals, and I'm just business deals being made. Yes, doing things to heal the collective, making candles that are really soothing, that can help. That's so beautiful. Okay, candles, you know, that really help soothe people and help align them. I'm hearing crystals, using crystals to really help heal people. I'm seeing some of you using them physically on the body to heal people. I'm seeing pendulum work to help find the source of the issue. Astral projection, going deep, deep, deep into these other dimensions and other places where time and space are relevant, to really help fix people on a level where they didn't even realize that they had issues. I'm seeing like two people, almost like, okay, the visual was weird. It's like two people holding hands. It's almost like if you had seen an episode of Rick and Morty and they walk into, this isn't an actual episode, this is just a visual. They're holding hands and they walk into a machine and they're transported somewhere else and they step out holding hands. It's almost like that's what I'm seeing, but it's not a machine you're stepping into. You're both holding hands and you're projecting. You're going somewhere else. And when you step out, you see this person's soul, and you're really connecting with it, and you're trying to figure out what all of the issues are, so you can figure out how to help them. But it's like two people working in tandem. I love this. It's like, well, what can we do? What do we see? You know, what can we do for the inside, and then how can we transfer that to the outside? I like that. If that's your idea or something you've been doing, I apologize. That's just the visual I was given. Okay. You've got surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. If you're anything like me, healing is life. It's all you want to do. You get the greatest joy from healing other people. But it's very draining. It takes a lot of energy. You allow a lot into your space. It can be very stressful. You need to remember to stop and take time to put a lot of that healing energy into yourself as well. Because if you aren't healed and you can't function, you're not going to be able to properly heal people. Like, on some level, we all healers on some level project. Especially if it's something that we've already been through or experienced, you know, we're going to project a little. It's like, well, when I XYZ, it's like, well, this isn't about you, you know, but it's just to help them. And you're maybe not even doing it on purpose, but it's like I feel like every reader does that just a little. But if you're really not putting any of that love and healing energy back into yourself, you're going to project way more because you're all out of whack. You're all out of whack and all out of sorts, and now there's all this mixed up energy. There's this person's from last week and this person, and now you've got this random spirit all up in your space talking about how they wish they could eat a taco, or how someone would leave something at the damn altar because they ask for something every 2 weeks but they never leave anything. It's like, now you're just listening to some rebel, and it's like, excuse me, ma'am, I apologize that no one's leaving you anything at the altar, but I'm trying to eat. And then you turn around and try to help somebody else, but you've got all that wacky energy, you know? Whoa. That's crazy. Huh. I don't know if anyone heard that. Someone was just knocking. There's a lot of energy. There is a lot of energy. Whew. Okay. We're going to move on from that because I got a little too hyped, and I think it allowed yeah. We're going to move on from that. Baby steps. Actions follow. Well, English, bitch. Do you speak it? Actions. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Deep knowing. So the last pod was going through this process of like ascending higher up, and their intuition was growing. I feel like you're at the stage where you know that your intuition's grown, but now you're needing to trust in it more because it's warning you about situations and people and energies that don't necessarily need to be around you, but that are around you. So just be cautious of that. You always want to be cautious and trust your intuition because something that I read on Twitter the other day, actually, which I thought was funny, was, you know, even spirits can lie to you, which I never really thought about because it's like, why would they want to? But, you know, spirits can lie to you. Always trust your intuition on every situation because ultimately you know what's best for you. Yeah, it's funny. I read that just the other day and I was thinking about how weird that is because whenever I do something, I always expect, you know, that the information I'm given is going to be correct. And sometimes my intuition is just like, no, that's not it. That can't be right. And then sometimes my intuition was right and it wasn't right. So, you know, the message stands. Ultimately, only you really know what's best for you. Trust your intuition. It will keep you away from trouble. Okay. Cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Interesting. I really like the art on this. So if you're new here, there's information here in the booklet, but I don't read the booklet. I get messages and downloads as I look at the picture and I think of the energies that are going to pick this. So that's kind of how I'm working right now. And when I see this and when I hear this, it kind of reminds me of staying aligned and moving with love and just being the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And I feel like one of the ways to do that is to make sure that you're well taken care of. Make sure you're well in tune with yourself, your intuition, making sure that, you know, you really hear and you understand, not only so that you can help heal other people, but so that you can be healing yourself and freely moving and just, you know, the absolute most powerful version of yourself where you're just like, bitch, I cannot be touched. I am just that magnificent. Like I am just radiating at such a high vibration. I am doing the healing work. I am so together. My intuition's on point. You know, just really all of that. And I feel like the more you become that person and the more you grow into really becoming this individual, you'll feel like that and you'll feel together and you'll feel calm and you'll feel peaceful. And like I said, you'll have that, you know, nobody can touch me type energy. It'll just be, it'll just be so, oh, fuck. It'll just be amazing. And what's crazy is I'm not there yet. I'm still very much like, do I trust my intuition? Is it right? The harsh reality of the situation is I'm never wrong, and yet I still doubt my intuition, so that's always fun. I won't say I'm never wrong. I'm wrong, but like when it comes to those gut feelings and intuition, it usually takes about a week before I find out that I was correct. You know, so okay. The last card is the Seas of Mintaka. I think I pronounced that right. I apologize if I didn't. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. I think that kind of goes hand in hand with the activation. Right? There was one on here, right? Maybe not. Was that with someone else? if that was for Kyle too, but that may kind of go hand in hand if you're someone who tends to activate people. Some of us can just look at someone's soul and kind of recognize that they're a healer of sorts. Or someone may see you and recognize that you're a healer of sorts and talk to you and be activated through those kinds of sorts, and you know, you're really just helping them. It's a lot. I'm getting way too much information. I'm getting way too much information here. A lot of you who pick this are activators. You see potential in people, or people see potential in you. You speak, chat. You'll get this vibration from them, and you'll be like, oh, wow. And you see the potential in each other. And through this activation process, you'll help them grow. You'll help them bring things to the surface, as well as them you. Because now you're a teacher of sorts. And you may gain new abilities or new things that you didn't even know were possible, or that you thought were possible. Just brand new all around. It's exciting, new territory. It can be quite scary. But I feel like with these cards here, if you're activating people, if you have the innate ability to activate people, which you'll know if you do, you know, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. It's a lot of people asking you questions. It's a lot of them having to find a healing style that works best for them. So, you know, don't be afraid if you notice that people hear what you say and they see you and they see real potential in you to do something, to really help teach them, to really teach them how to be the highest version of themselves, so that they can turn around and heal and or teach other people. Some of us aren't meant to, you know, there's just so much energy here. There's so many downloads. Some of us are just, I don't know. I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache. Oh, shit. Okay. Some of us are meant to be, okay, how do I say this? So, like, in the 5D, I teach. So, this is why I'm so tired all the time. I work during the day. I sleep. And then it's almost like I have two lives. I go to the 5D and I'm like, well, time to go to work. And it's like I'm teaching these little baby souls about enlightenment, about staying aligned, about figuring out what your abilities are, how to get in contact with your spirit guides. And then I wake up and I'm exhausted. And it's like sometimes the way that I'll know that it's happening is that I won't remember my dreams. Because like you're not supposed to know everything, you know? But there's been a couple of times where I've been able to keep my memories. And it was beautiful. So a lot of us are wow, this reading took a lot out of me. A lot of us are meant to be teachers. We're meant to be activators and teachers. So if you pick this pile, this is where you're at. You're learning that you're with this double mission. While you are here to help heal the collective, you are also an activator and a spiritual teacher. Two jobs. It's a lot of responsibility. 2 jobs. A healer and an activator / teacher. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. You were chosen for this job. There's no way you can mess this up. You were chosen specifically for this job. I'm seeing a lot of you go to the 5D when you sleep too. You probably think it's some weird mystical dream where the skies are purple or like deep shades of blue, and you see people you've known, or like you see someone or a few people that you know but you haven't yet met them here in the 3D. A lot of you. That was the weirdest dream ever. No, it wasn't. That actually happened. If you didn't know, now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. Thank you, Pile 3. Thanks to everyone, actually, who sat through the videos. And if you felt, you know, if you felt drawn to multiple piles, it could just be that, you know, if you felt drawn to 2 and 3, then you're going through an ascension process so that you can get to this process of being this spiritual teacher / activator / healer. But I'm noticing that it's a process. Pile 1 had the activation, had just been newly activated themselves, or were coming more into alignment with what it is that they're supposed to do. Pile 2 was like going through some ascension process so that they can get to this process of being able to help actually utilize their gifts, so to heal the collective. And then Pile 3, it's like, well, you already know how to heal part of the collective. You're doing something, probably, you know, sending out spiritual messages, doing readings here and there, but it's like, did you know that you're also this activator? You're going to activate everyone you meet who's supposed to be activated, and then they're going to want to speak to you. They're going to want to have you mentor them. They're going to want to have you, you know, show them the ropes, because you're also a teacher. It's great. I promise you, it's great. Like, the people that I've activated, we're so close. We talk every day. We talk every day about the collective energy, the dreams that we've had the night before. Some of us are in group chats together. And we just talk. What's next? What are we going to share next with the collective? How do we help them even more than we've already done? Or who might we end up activating next on accident, you know? I think it's great. Anyways, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This one turned out to be extra long, which is funny because I have recorded so many videos today. Wasn't expecting this one to be this long, but it was. So thank you so much for coming, for staying, for watching and enjoying. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.